are 26.5, so my waist is getting smaller. Hips are still 37, about the same. Thighs are 20.5, so I've lost an inch in my thighs. Weight is 134 on the nose. So that's about 2 pounds lighter than yesterday. Roughly, yeah. Getting smaller. So, cheers. So what keeps you motivated to stay in shape and eat healthy? This keeps me motivated to stay in shape and eat healthy. Looking good. Looking good in clothes, fitting into clothes nicely. You know, it's so exciting to go to drop a pant size and finally be able to fit into those tiny little jeans that you've had in the closet forever, that you've never been able to fit into. You know, you feel really accomplished and proud of yourself when you're in shape. Because in this day and age where, you know, society is basically conditioning people to just never lift a finger to do anything, everything is at the touch of a button. You know, physical activity is getting less and less predominant in people's lives. Processed food consumption is going up. Processed food is fattening. So basically, you know, physical activity and physical activity is lowering, and fattening processed food is getting higher. And it's becoming more and more, I guess, difficult for people to stay in shape. Not difficult, but the aura of our environment is not focused on health, not focused on physical activity or health, really. It's about getting that lazy boy recliner and getting that big screen TV and sitting on your derriere, watching TV and eating butter-flavored popcorn, you know. So society is moving away from this ideology that people need to stay in shape and be fit. And so yeah, it's you know, I think it's admirable when you see a person who's in shape. It's like, oh, good for you. You've managed to reject all of this status quo, you know. And roads are just taking over. People are not walking, they're driving. So what keeps you motivated? Just looking good and feeling good will keep me motivated. And the results speak for themselves. When you eat clean and you eat nourishing foods, you feel good. And if you want to keep feeling good, you will keep eating this way. And, you know, being able to buy those nice clothes and fit into those small clothes is a good feeling. And if you want to keep feeling that way, you will keep eating clean and non-fattening. So it's all about what you really want. I think everybody really wants to be thin and in shape and feel good. Everybody wants that. But when it's become a tradition to just eat fattening food and sit around and watch TV. And so it's just all about what you want for yourself. And I think that the more selfish you are, the better person you become, the happier you will be. The more you invest in yourself, the happier you are. And when you're happy, you're less critical of other people. You are just in an overall better mood. You're less irritable. You know, when you feel good about yourself, you're in a better mood overall. So really, I think the more selfish you are, the more selfless you will be. The more empowered you feel, the more you'll be able to give back to others. So I say invest in yourself first if you really want to help the world and help other people. Polish yourself, learn, polish your mind and your body. Read, go out amongst nature and observe nature. Getting out in nature is so important because nature is really our soul. It's really our soul. It's where we come from. Go out and look at animals, be around plants. Nature is so beautiful. There's so many different beautiful plants, beautiful animals. And just go out and go for a walk in the park. And it will cleanse your mind of all the noise of city life. And I think it's so important to not kill animals, not hunt, not go fishing. Because I think no matter who you are, no matter what your views are, deep down inside, I don't think anybody really wants to see animals dying and suffering. I know there are some fanatical hunters out there who will just live and die by their bow and arrows and guns, but I think deep down inside they really don't. I don't think anybody wants to see animals suffer and die. I don't think anybody wants to see other people suffer and die, no matter who they are. I think everybody is good at heart. It's just these outside influences that change people's perceptions as they grow up. And, just be kind to nature, be kind to animals, be kind to your body. I think that's the true soul of all people. No matter who you are, even a convicted criminal in jail, a mass murderer, it's just a good heart that has gone bad by all these, there's so many things in society that will make people insane. I think big city life, crime is much higher in larger cities because there's so much more traffic noise and there's less nature and more concrete. And your scenery, your environment and your scenery is a big influence on your mentality. Nature, the green of trees and the beautiful color of flowers is very soothing and kind of tranquilizes you and puts you in a good mood. When you just look around and you see nothing but concrete and billboards everywhere, and cars and smog and just traffic noise, planes flying overhead, all that is very unnerving. And it makes people crazy. That's what I think. That's why I live in a small town. It's quieter here and there's more nature and less concrete. And soon I would like to just live out in the middle of nowhere with nothing around but trees and sky. And it's just get around nature as much as you can. And processed foods that come in a package, that's not pretty. It's all about beauty. Beauty is what brings you serenity. rows and rows, and no, Mama. She's going to knock over the phone. Come here, Mama. Get out of there. Get out of there, Denny. Come on. Oh, I know. I'm so mean. Come here. And if you don't have any pets, try and get a pet. It's been proven that having a cat or a dog or any kind of pet will keep you in a better mood, will decrease stress. I know if I'm in a bad mood, the moment I see my cats, my mood just gets so much better. They help keep me happy. And I think having something to take care of, like if you don't have any children, having something that you're responsible for and to take care for will give you a sense of pride and a sense of purpose. So, and another thing that keeps me motivated is just this stuff is so good to eat. Not only is it good to eat, but it keeps you looking good and it keeps you healthy. So I think it's very easy to stay motivated on a raw food diet. It's very easy. Variety. Get a lot of variety in your kitchen. And it'll keep you excited. It'll keep you from getting into a monotonous kind of humdrum, oh gosh, more apples today. Don't eat the same thing every day. You have your favorite foods that you like to keep around you all the time, but always be bringing home something new and something different to try. Like yesterday, I went and got all different kinds of peppers. Peppers are a fruit, by the way. I never knew that really until I started studying food. But peppers carry seeds, and fruits carry the seeds of the plant. So peppers are definitely fruits. And I love peppers. I'm from Texas, and we love our hot and spicy down here. So I've got poblano pepper, jalapeno, and serrano. All packed with vitamin C. Lots of nutrients are in peppers. So slice them up with a tomato and some avocado. Yummy. So, bring home different things and always be eating different things. But I think it's also important to find out what your favorite things are, what kind of your staple foods are. Like my staple foods would definitely be watermelon, avocado, dates. I eat a lot of dates. Things like that. Find your favorite foods and keep them around you all the time. Get into gardening. Gardening is a wonderful hobby. Again, just being around nature any way you can is very soothing to the mind, puts you in a good mood. Anytime you can get around and just see the green of the trees and the green of nature, it'll just put you in a good mood. Get away from the concrete and go look at some nature and be around animals. Go bird watching. Just sit on the porch and look up in the trees and watch the birds and the squirrels playing around, and just remove your mind from the television and the radio and all these man-made artificial things for just for a moment, and try to do that every day. That'll keep you motivated to get in touch with your body and your soul. Oh, my cat wants to go outside. Okay, Mama. Go on. Okay, so just get away from the concrete and go surround yourself with nature. Like going to a park and jogging in the sun is a great activity. Get into the sunlight, and just standing by a window has been proven to not really provide your body with vitamin D the way actually getting outside will. The sun needs to hit your skin directly. It's not really effective through a window. So get outside, get out of the house, get outside. Even if it's hot, just suck it up a little bit and go out in the heat a little bit. You know, you want to stay hydrated, of course, but like right now, it's really hot outside. But it doesn't stop me from getting out and working with my plants and things like that. You know, it's not going to kill you as long as you stay hydrated. And sweating is good for your body. It's good for your skin anyway. So just love yourself first. Love yourself first. I think if you love yourself first and you invest in yourself, it'll bounce back. The love will bounce back to your friends and your family, strangers, the environment. You know, so be selfish. Don't be afraid to be selfish. And again, don't be afraid to want to look good. There's nothing shallow about wanting to have a nice physical appearance. So if anyone tries to make you feel like you're just a superficial person because you like to look good and you like to exercise and you like to, keep yourself looking nice, and that's important to you, then be proud of it. There's nothing wrong with that. Nature wants you to look good. Nature gave everybody a beautiful body and a beautiful heart, and you need to nourish it. Nature wants everybody to be beautiful and cherish themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. So find out what's gonna keep you on the path, keep you on that healthy path, and once you start going on that journey of revitalizing your body, the progress and the results should help you stay motivated and should give you an incentive to keep going. Like, just try it for a day. Try eating raw for a day, or even just half a day, and you will notice the difference. You will notice that you feel really good when you eat raw, and that when you go back to eating processed foods, packaged, processed, heavy, salty, heavy, sweet food, you don't feel as good, and your digestion is different. And your skin feels heavy and saggy, and just being able to compare. You need something to compare. So just try eating raw for half a day, one day, as long as you can, really. So you'll have that comparison to make. And being able to weigh out the differences and see for yourself, hey, I feel better and I look better when I eat this way. I feel bad and I look bad when I eat this way. What do I want for myself? That helps me as well. Okay? Let's crack this baby open. Stubborn one. There we go. Yummy. highly recommend coconut. Yeah, it's a little bit weird to eat. You have to crack it open, and you know it's kind of a messy food, but it's worth it. Definitely worth it. Yummy. And you are worth it too. Just start loving yourself. So you know what? I'm awesome, and I deserve to look awesome and feel awesome. So enough of this. I'm going to go get some raw food today, go for a jog, you know, go buy some seeds and plant some seeds and just start. It's really fun to watch a seed that you planted grow into a plant. It makes you feel really accomplished and proud of yourself, and it removes hostility from your mentality, puts you in a nurturing state. And I think that's what people are meant to do, is to grow and propagate plants. Because you're taking care of something, and taking care of something will bring you to a more serene state. You'll be less angry. You know, as soon as I get out around my plants, you know, any aggravation goes away. You know, put out bowls of water all around your house or your apartment to feed the stray animals. And just take care of yourself, take care of the environment, and take care of animals. All of that will bring serenity to you and eliminate irritability. And keep plenty of food around you at all times. Like right now I've got some coconut, I've got some mangoes. I'm going to peel one of these and eat it. Mango peels are edible and they're actually very delicious, but these are not organic, so I don't want to eat the peel. But they are edible. Like if you have a mango tree, if you have your own mango tree, you could definitely just take a mango and eat it like an apple. And the peel is actually really delicious. Cucumbers are very refreshing. Cucumbers are a fruit. They carry seeds. These are very, very refreshing. You could slice up and just eat a whole one. Slice it all up and just eat them all day like chips. Apples are very delicious. Lots of avocado. Anytime you're craving something really heavy or really salty, like bread or French fries, you know, peel one or two avocados and, you know, slice them up, put them in a bowl and eat them. Avocados are very, very heavy, and they have kind of a salty flavor. So that will curb those kind of cravings really well. You know, if you have to, I wouldn't recommend this, and I don't do this, but it would be much healthier than eating French fries. If you have to, sprinkle a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of salt on them, you know, just to get yourself into eating raw, and then eventually eliminate the salt, you know, or some pepper or something. You know, raw avocados with a tiny little bit of salt and pepper is much healthier than a big plate of greasy fried French fries. Okay. But I don't, you know, I would work towards eliminating all the table salt from your diet. Table salt dehydrates your skin and makes you makes you wrinkly, it makes your skin saggy and wrinkly and gives you fine lines. It also makes you bloated. It's just very bad for your body. It raises blood pressure. And think about how much salt you eat during the day. Salt is rubbed all over almost all the meat you eat. Meat is just doused in salt. Salted cured meat is one of the worst dehydrating things you can eat. You definitely don't want to eat that. They cover meat in salt to preserve it, but it's actually so bad for you. Salted meat will wrinkle your skin so fast. So, what else has salt on it? Basically, almost everything is just covered in salt. So if you're eating tons of salt, you're really dehydrating your skin really, really bad, and it's keeping extra water weight on you. So one great thing you could do is eliminate salt from your diet. Table salt. This stuff. I have a sample here. This stuff. You don't want to be putting this stuff on everything. Very, very bad for the skin. This will give you a lot of wrinkles, dehydrates the skin really bad because it sucks water out of the cells. So you want to get rid of that stuff. What else do I have? Dates. These are great for sweets. They have a really unique, flaky, chewy, very, very, very chewy texture. So see all the variety of food I have around, and I have more stuff laying around here too. Peaches. I can get rid of this now. So lots of variety all around here all the time. I had a watermelon, but I ate it all last night. So I need to go get another watermelon today. Try to eat watermelon every day. Basically, I don't drink conventional bottled water anymore. I just eat watermelon because, like I said in an earlier video, watermelon is almost pure water. A 4,500 gram watermelon contains about 4,200 grams of water. So it's literally almost pure water. So if you can eat one whole watermelon a day, that would be great, or at least half of one. And they also have a good amount of iron, good amount of calcium. Watermelon is actually very high in nutrients. It's got a good amount of protein. Definitely recommend watermelon. So it's very easy to stay motivated and to stay on track. Even if you mess up, you will find yourself always going back to raw food because you just feel better when you're eating raw. It's so soothing to the stomach. You never get stomach aches when you're eating raw. You never feel any kind of discomfort or any pain in your body when you're eating raw. And it's easy to eat raw. Look at all this wonderful, delicious food, all different flavors. So just go get you a big spread today and just surround yourself with raw food and just eat as much as you want. Whenever you're hungry, just eat. Never not eat when you're hungry. Don't worry about how many calories am I eating, how much of this am I eating, how much of that am I eating. I don't worry about any of that. And I don't worry about combining food a certain way either. I never have digestive problems. I never get gas when I eat raw. I read one thing that might give you gas when you're eating raw is if you swallow big chunks of food. Because when you swallow big chunks of food and you don't chew adequately, I read that bacteria has to show up to help break down the food. And the metabolic waste from that bacteria is gas. So chew your food really well before you swallow. But I don't worry about combining food a certain way. I personally do not think it's necessary. But some people eat that way, and that's fine, you know. And they swear by it. But I'm here to tell you that I personally do not worry about eating this with that, you know. An avocado does not come with a little warning label saying, don't eat me with oranges, you know what I mean? I just don't think it's necessary. I think the people who created all these food charts were omnivores who were trying to figure out why they were feeling so bad when they were eating. So of course they were trying to come up with explanations as to why they were having stomach aches and so much gas and all those things. Because unhealthy food will definitely give you gas. But my digestion is fine. As long as I'm eating raw, my digestion is fine and I don't get gas. So I'm here to tell you that I don't do food combining and it works fine for me. Personally I find it stressful and unnecessary. But that's me. If other people want to combine food a certain way and worry about what they're eating with certain things, that's fine. But I personally don't, and it works fine for me. So just eat healthy, and I think you're good. Eat healthy, exercise, and get sunlight. Those are the three main things. And get out, get away from the concrete, and get closer to nature. That's so important as well, because nature is our soul. Plants are our soul. Animals are our soul. Water. Going swimming is very, very relaxing. If you have access to a lake or a pool, just jump in the water and go swimming. Swimming is so relaxing. Swimming and running are very liberating. So start being selfish. Start investing in yourself today, and it will bounce back. The love will bounce back.